these low-life politics. John Bowley says, hey, matter of fact, hey, welcome to the stream, everybody. I appreciate you guys all being here. Make sure that if you're just now tuning in and you're watching this at a later time, other than 4:15 p.m. Central Time, if you're watching this at a later time than 4:15 p.m. and you're not seeing this live, make sure that you hit the thumbs up button. Make sure that you double check and see that you still are subscribed to the channel. And if you're watching right now, it's a good chance that I may not get started until about 3 minutes in, which will allow everybody else that should get notified by YouTube to come in. That way they can hear what I'm going to talk about here. And by the time if you're rewatching this and you get to the 3 minute mark, it's a good chance that depending on how many people are being alerted, I won't start my talking points or whatever until the 5 minute mark. But as of right now, at the 1 minute mark, there's 90 people in here, so that looks pretty good. I want to say hello to all you guys in here. Y'all better say something before I get it all out. For some of y'all don't feel like I left you out. So we got Barb Reisner in the house. That's a familiar name right there. Said I finally caught alive. Hey, what's going on, Barb Reisner? Bob Reisner, thank you for the super chat right there. God bless you for that. $10 super chat. We got John Bowley in the house. We got Barb again. Barb. James Yeager in the house. Diane Hall. Guns, Tommy Guns is in the house. Anthony is in the house. Roselle Presley is in the house. Spade Reaper, David Ostrander, Curtis Imhoff, Ernie Raleigh, Mike Kinney. We got Ruth for Truth is in the house. Michael Trevino, Derek Bridger, 5G, Sarah, Jake, Unifier TV. What's going on? Yeah, Iron Mike. Yeah. More like what's that real soft metal? More like aluminum. Kevin O'Leary's in the house. William Lynn, how you doing? Paul Ramsey, Yvette Holland, Call Me Troy, Clayton Moore, Rhonda Dean, Tony is in the house. 4B Creations house. George is in the house. Donna Guns, Tommy Guns is in the house again. Critical Think and Try It is in here again. Old Texas Techman is in the house. Crypto Revo is in the house. Wegman and Nixon is in the house. Guys, if y'all see my guy in here, you guys might have seen him on the in here during the live, the last time I was live. Unifier TV is in here, as you guys can see. Yeah, he looked really good, Unifier. Make sure you guys go. I'm gonna pin it real quick, but go and if y'all would, please, you guys that are in here. I just pinned the message right there, and that guy you see right there that says Unifier TV, make sure you guys go subscribe to him on YouTube. Go follow him on Instagram right now, if you would, please. Again, I just highlighted it for you guys. It's called Unifier TV is in here, and I highly recommend you guys go check him out on Instagram. He do a lot of posting. Definitely is not part of the dumb woke stuff that's going on right now. I think you guys would enjoy the content that he put out as well. So shout out to Unifier TV for being in here. Chris Corday is in the house. We need to start making people see how Democrats act when they don't get their way. I'm all for it. Jackie from Buffalo, New York. Vangie is in the house. Janny Hansley, Critical Thinking Tried is in here again. Whistling Dixie is in the house. Mr. O, What the Info. Lena, Gene Clayton, Jim Hart, Jasper Eklund, Scott, Jay Brittenswell, Tina Keener, Janny Hansley. I think I got everybody in here by now. So we're about 4 minutes in, and if you are watching this still at a later time after I went live, I'm not going to start until the 5 minute mark. So if you are watching this at a later time, not you guys that are in here right now, you might want to skip ahead to the 4 minute mark. So Ann B is in the house. Margaret Grady is in the house. Chris Corday is in the house. Says, thank you, Jesus. Darn right. Lilith, Curtis Thatcher, Slavic Minnick, Slizzard Shroomer. Just subscribe. Good to meet you, Unifier. Oh, Slizzer, appreciate you for letting me know that you subscribe to Unifier TV. And make sure you guys follow him over there on Instagram as well. Wason Ozempic is in the house. Sweet Sunset is in the house. First time I am catching the live show. I know that's sad. It should be notifying you guys every time I do it. Tabitha's in the house. I'm trying to. I'm up here. I'm up. And y'all know what One Bossy is? One Bossy Naperville. Carrie Covoy says, dude, Leonard. Sarah Small is in the house. Oh, for sure, Unifier. For sure. All right, I think I got a lot of shout outs before the 5 minute mark. And if you are just now tuning into my channel right now, you skipped ahead to the 5 minute mark. Congratulations, you made it. You're watching my channel, Model Renaissance Man, and I am live right now. Appreciate you guys all being here. Make sure that if you are following me, double check and make sure that you still are subscribed to the channel. And also, ladies and gentlemen, hit that like button. If you're on the phone right now, double tap the screen. If you're on your computer, hit the thumbs up button. That way my content can consistently be recommended to you. And it also helps push my content out in the shadow banning YouTube algorithm world. Also, if you do subscribe to the channel, make sure you press the bell notification. When you press the bell notification button, what that does, you should be notified. It should be a little box that pops up after you press the bell notification, right? Once you do that, a little box is going to pop up. It's going to say something like all notifications, some notifications, or no notifications, something like that. So just want to throw that out there. All right. So let's get ready to get into this, ladies and gentlemen. So you guys all saw the title, what I just did here, right? Now, up here in Illinois, which is where I am right now, up here by Wambasi, if you don't know the area in Illinois, we up here on some things, getting with some young men and young women, just going over some life issues and things like that of the sort. I'm doing some speaking here, right? So what we end up seeing is that Governor Pritzker and Mayor Johnson are like coming together and trying to, I guess you want to call it, rebel against Trump. Like they're not going to do what Trump is telling them to do, you know, in regards to, y'all see the title, and I don't know if y'all understood that because, you know, YouTube is very sensitive about using that word illegal. So I'm pretty sure you guys understood what illegal meant. I was stationed in North Chicago Naval Station. Okay, that's what's up. So anyway, he went on, this is Pritzker. Pritzker went on to Joy Reid and spoke on what Trump is planning to do. And I want you to pay attention to the wording in here, because a lot of people think like Pritzker is going to somehow, you know, save them, right? And I'm letting them know it's not going to work that way. I don't care how much he talk or whatever like that, but when there's certain sanctions that are in place, there's nothing that you're going to be able to do about this, right? Or they're going to risk not having any federal government funding, right? So check this out. Those of you that are up here in Chicago, I told you guys, y'all didn't believe me, did y'all? I told y'all that Brandon Johnson, him and his little secret crew of people up here, got this thing out and they got me on some what they want to call the wall of shame. Like I am a threat to black people and the progression of black people with my MAGA rhetoric is what they're calling it now. See, when Trump is long gone, like when Trump is the president no more, Chicago, I'm telling y'all right now in real time, they're going to flip it to something else. So for example, next election, if it's J.D. Vance that happens to win or whatever Republican that happens to win, they're going to say, don't invite Ty Smith to come and speak up here in Chicago. He's pushing a J.D. Vance agenda. It's going to always be something. I always talk like this, Chi-Town, haven't I? Before that, it's amazing what they would throw on you once you vote for a particular party. When I wasn't voting at all, NAACP awards every year, who's who. Remember the role model of the year. I got role model of the year from the NAACP. Rainbow Coalition recognized me and all these black organizations, right? But the minute they knew I was voting for Trump, all of a sudden, I'm pushing a MAGA rhetoric when I've never changed anything that I've ever said, anything that I've ever done, anything that I've ever preached, period. So nonetheless, yes, people found out, and a lot of my family up here in Chicago, a lot of friends up in Chicago that I grew up with, they were completely shocked when they saw on these different postings that Mayor Brandon Johnson got me on something called a wall of shame. Yeah, shows you about that, huh? He all for you people. So anyway, Pritzker and Brandon Johnson, both are kind of trying to rebel against what Trump is going to do. And I'm going to play a video for you guys. So just hang tight real quick. I'm going to do a little flipping here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So give me 1 second. Here it is right here. And you should be able to hear this pretty well too.
Today, in an effort to solidify that resistance, Democratic state governors and mayors launched a new effort dubbed Governors Safeguarding Democracy. And joining me now is Governor J.B. Pritzker of Illinois, co-chair of Governors Safeguarding Democracy. NBC News reports that Trump's plan to potentially build additional detention centers would indeed include the city of Chicago. Governor Pritzker, thank you for being here. Let's talk about that. Can the state of Illinois prevent the federal government from building internment camps, aka what they're calling detention facilities, in Chicago?
Well, we have prohibited by law in the state of Illinois the use of any of our existing county jails or prisons for the purpose of rounding people up and detaining them. I want to be clear that there are certain circumstances in which the federal government, state governments should work together to allow deportation. An example would be somebody who's been convicted of a violent crime. But they're talking about rounding up people who are law-abiding, undocumented immigrants in this country, many of whom are working, paying taxes, not getting any benefits for those taxes.
So what?
And we have a law on the books in the state of Illinois called the Trust Act, which prohibits our local law enforcement and sheriffs and the like from coordinating with the federal authorities. But we cannot prohibit them, federal law enforcement, from coming into our state to conduct raids or do anything else like that.
No, you can't.
Meanwhile, I think it would be very difficult for them to just spread out across the country. They don't have enough manpower within the Department of Homeland Security in order to carry that out. So, look, I'm going to do everything that I can to protect our undocumented immigrants, the residents of our state. And I also obviously need to make sure that whatever they're doing in our state, the federal government, that it is actually within federal law or state law for them to do it.
Is there, I mean, in the state of Illinois, is there federal property that a Trump administration could simply say, we don't care what you say and what your laws say, Governor Pritzker, we're going to use that federal property to build internment camps in your state?
As far as I'm concerned, there is nothing like that in.
He don't know, because it is.
The state of Illinois. What I mean to say is that when we had the problem of the very inhumane shipping of migrants from the state of.
I love this. Let me go ahead and address this comment here real quick, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to unpack this. Y'all know how I do here. Let's get ready to flip things back around to moi. Hello there. Hey. So you guys just got done hearing a lot of that, right? And I'm going to play it over again. I'm going to unpack this right here. But let me address this real quick. Let's see. Jennifer French says, man, UBA, they got to live somewhere. There is a piece as well, just like all the land stealing white people. Nobody's falling for that dumb stuff anymore. Try it on some ignorant white people. Try it on some ignorant black people. Try it on some ignorant Latino people. Try it on some ignorant Asian people in America. That's not going to work anymore. Everybody's done with the whole, the white man still stealing land. Oh, no, absolutely not. Talk to the black folks up here right now suffering because these people are completely destroying the resources. Talk to the black people up here right now that I'm up here with right now, showing me areas where they live, that absolutely 100% is being taken over, Talk to them. Well, where else they're going to go? Where's they going to live? It does not matter. They never should have been here. That's not our problem. Our thing is to get them out. So all this dang on bullcrap with your fake virtue signal, acting like, well, where are they going to live? Back where they came from. That's where we're going to give them some food. I don't care. Give them some bread, some water, and they can go back. Plain and simple. That's it. You picked the wrong person that you think you're going to pull on some heartstrings about these people being here. Okay. Slizer Shroomer with the $5 super chat. God bless you for that. Says anyone to the right of Marx is far right. Trump was literally democratically elected. What do illegal immigration have to do with democracy again? Somebody want to answer that? Now, let me get back to this statement that was made right here. I want y'all to pay attention to this. Listen to this.
Certain circumstances in which
would indeed include the city of Chicago.
Y'all can hear.
Listen. Thank you for being here. Let's talk about that.
Listen.
Can the state of Illinois prevent the federal government from building internment camps, aka what they're calling detention facilities in Chicago?
First of all, can you guys hear that? Can you guys hear? Okay, appreciate y'all for responding, telling me that you guys can hear. Okay,
Chicago.
listen.
Well, we have prohibited by law in the state of Illinois the use of any of our existing county jails or prisons for the purpose of rounding people up and detaining them. I want to be clear that there are certain circumstances in which the federal government, state governments should work together to allow deportation. An example would be somebody who's been convicted of a violent crime. But they're talking about rounding up people who are law-abiding, undocumented immigrants in the...
Let's stop it right there. How are you a law-abiding, undocumented, aka illegal immigrant? I don't care if you came over here and you are the best at what you do when it comes to any job. I don't care if it's engineer. I don't care if you are a housekeeper. I don't care if you are a spatial engineer, a civil engineer. I don't care if you are a NASA engineer. I don't care if you are a doctor. I don't care what you are. If you are here illegally, and you want to try to throw the word on there, well, because they're here undocumented, they're not committing any crimes, they're abiding by our law. So what? Get out. Get out. Never should have been here. And here's the thing that's going to happen, because there's a lot of folks that don't have the mental capacity to actually use logic, and you just easily moved by your emotions, right? Check this out. They're going to sit there and try to pull on your heartstrings by they're not doing anything. They're here. They're doing so much good for us. They helped out. They cleaned up places. They did this. They helped people. It does not matter what they did. I don't care if they already, do you understand that they already broke the law by coming here illegally? Do you know that they already broke the law by being undocumented? It's not like they just came here yesterday and they're undocumented. You're talking about people that's been here for years that are undocumented. That's illegally. Well, no, if you are here illegally, you are going to be deported. Now, no matter how much Governor Pritzker try to throw this bull crap on you guys and make it seem like, oh, it's virtue signaling to make it seem like I'm fighting for our migrants. I'm fighting for those that want to come to the country and make it better. It's amazing how Governor Pritzker and Mayor Johnson are fighting more for these undocumented, these asylum seekers, these immigrants, these illegal immigrants. They're fighting more for them than they are you Chicagoans or us Chicagoans. I know I don't live up here no more, but I'm still a Chicagoan, just like I'm a Floridian as well. Got my spot in Florida. I'm a Floridian. I'm a Missourian. I'm a Tennessean as well. Okay? They are fighting more for these illegal immigrants, these asylum seekers, these migrants than they are you Chicagoans. Chicago, how's that increase in that property tax going that Brandon Johnson said he would never do? How's that going for us right now? You want to know how it's going? Horrible. Guess why? Oh, well, because if we don't raise the property taxes, people are going to lose their job. No. Your sanctuary city status that got all those people flooding in there that completely exhausted the federal funding and the natural funding that you have there of the resources in regards to finances and all that. You completely overwhelmed that financial system. And now you want to raise the property tax in the name of, well, we don't want people losing jobs. No, you never should have did it. And you suffering for this. Anyway, Big Wave Dave 82 with the $10 super chat says, New Jersey governor also said he's going to fight against Trump. Do these politicians not pay attention to how much red wave was everywhere? They crossed illegally. They committed a crime. Absolutely 100%. Big Wave 100%. And they know this. But again, they got to play their part. They have to play their part in making it seem like they really care about these people. It's all fake virtue signaling, all to get people all up emotionally, roused up and all this and that. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. Now, I told you guys, pay attention to this part right here. Listen to this real closely. Because they say things in such a way that they don't think you're going to be able to decipher between the words. Listen.
Detaining them. I want to be clear that there are certain circumstances in which the federal government, state governments should work together to allow deportation. An example would be somebody who's been convicted of a violent crime.
See how he tried to say that? Somebody, he said, for example, somebody that has been convicted of a violent crime. Listen to what I'm trying to tell y'all, because this is how slick Pritzker them are. And I think, you know what? I'm gonna go a little off. I'm gonna hold that thought right there real quick. This is why growing up here in Chicago, Greeny Green, a lot of family members that were involved in a drug gang. You can't get over on me with the language that you're using. He said, for example, we get it if we're talking about those that have committed a crime when it comes to like a violent crime. Well, what about the ones that haven't committed a violent crime? What about the ones that are selling fentanyl? That's not a violent crime. What about the ones who might have been caught doing sex trafficking? That's not a violent crime. Huh? What about the ones who carjacked somebody without hurting them? That's not considered violent. Huh? What about someone that went into a store and stole something? You know, to smash and grab and they ran away with it. That's not a violent crime. See what I'm getting at? So no, don't fall for the dumb language. That means they're making it seem like all they're going to look for are illegals or undocumented immigrants that committed violent crimes. No, Trump is laying it down. The fact that you are only trying to put the focus on violent crime says a lot. No, we're talking crime, period. And if you are here illegally, you committed a crime, period. So no, I hope Trump is going to stay strong on this. But again, listen to what Pritzker is saying right here. Pay attention.
But they're talking about rounding up people who are law-abiding, undocumented immigrants in this country.
So y'all, some people, look, I told you guys, it can be, you can use the most simplest of, I don't know how to explain this to y'all. You can use the most simplest of the simple things when it comes to this, especially being a parent. DT with the $5 super chat says the solar field industry has become infested with illegals. Jobs young American men need. I see it every day and it pissed me off 100%. 100. Thank you for that super chat and God bless you for that. Now, I want y'all to listen to this.
Many of whom are working, paying taxes, not getting any benefits for those taxes, I might add. And we have a law on the books in the state of Illinois called the Trust Act, which prohibits our local law enforcement and sheriffs and the like from coordinating with the federal authorities. But we cannot prohibit them, federal law enforcement, from coming into our state to conduct raids or do anything else like.
Thank you. You can't stop it. Boom. Oh yeah. Oh no, we can't. Look at him. No, we're not gonna do this. We're not gonna allow Trump to. We're not gonna allow him to. No. Listen to what he just got done saying. They will not. Illinois does not allow local law enforcement to go round them up to deport them. But he just told you he cannot stop Trump, the feds, from coming in and rounding these people up, putting them on vans, putting them on buses, and getting them out. So they got mad at me last night because I told them you might want to tell the illegals in the neighborhood near you, they better get ready to go. They better get out while they can. They better start packing right now. They got what? They got all the rest of this month. They got December, and they mainly got January. And once that happens, bye-bye. And I hope, hey, look, I'm telling y'all right now. I'm telling you guys right now, because of the craziness in Illinois right now, like they won't even, man, y'all, we have, this is what's sickening. The medical facilities that I'm over, do you know we can't even get the police to call ICE? We have to do that ourselves in these medical facilities. We have to get a hold of ICE. Police, local, they won't even allow, they can and they can't. I'm not gonna get into particulars of that, but they are keeping them from contacting ICE. This is crazy. But what you just got done hearing is the fact that it is not going to be good for them. And I say to that, good riddance. People are going to be really upset with me, which I do not care, is that when in the forthcoming future, when I see the new, listen to me, y'all, when we see the news segments of them going, we bring you here to Illinois, where federal government has come in and they have gathered more than 150 people to put them on Greyhound buses to ship them back to the border. Steve, what do you have to, I'm going to be, woohoo, let's go. Let's go, America. Let's go. Let's get them out. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what you're going to be hearing from me. America, let's go, baby. Why? Because I'm looking at my fellow American brothers and sisters taking care of business and making sure that we are protecting and putting our country first before anybody else. I do not hate humans. I am one of the most humane people out there. But at the same time, I'm about righteousness. I'm about law. I'm about order. I'm about doing things right. And if you came into this country illegally and you knowingly did it, don't sit there and try to, I didn't think this was going to happen. Biden promised us everything. No, bye-bye. Some of y'all can get pissed off at me right now about that. I don't care. Big Wave Dave with the $10 super chat says, I have an illegal immigrant ex-wife. I know a bunch of her friends. They get free stuff and don't pay taxes. They are sending the money back home. So when they get back, they will be well off. Hey, and I'm going to keep it real with y'all. Why wouldn't they take advantage? Why wouldn't they take advantage of that? If that's what Biden allowed them to do. They said that money's not being circulated. That money is not being circulated to through America's systems. They're sending that money back. They're sending that money back. So I know it. It doesn't matter to me. I'm going to be cheering. Let's go. Let's go, feds. Let's go, government. That's right. Round them up. Get them up. Get them out. Now our American brothers and sisters can go and obtain those jobs. Now they can possibly start businesses of their own, formulate contracts, formulate a networking business with those people who were using those illegals, paying them. Y'all know, come on, man. I ain't even gonna say the street. I'm not. If you are around and you are around, okay. If you are around the O Block region, where those jobs are, where if you're from Chi-Town, you know about O Block. Who in their right mind would be wanting to work around O Block? And when you go around O Block and see who's working there, come on, man. Okay, Slizzer Schumer with the $10 super chat again. You can send that to my PayPal is what you can do. That way YouTube don't get any of it. No, I'm joking. I appreciate it though, seriously. Just want to emphasize again how important the midterms are, ladies and gentlemen. Says if we don't vote midterms, we lose the progress we've made, and the second half of Trump's term will be nothing but obstructionism. Vote red, 26. Appreciate that. Everybody keep for some. Okay, so you guys are hearing that there's a lot of people in here talking about making sure that we vote red, right? Making sure we vote red during the midterms to keep things going and making sure that Trump's going to be able to carry out his the rest of these mandates that's going to be put out there. So make sure we do that. So anyway, let me let y'all listen to a little bit more of this right here. We're going to dissect a little bit more. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button if you would, please. Here we go.
From coordinating with the federal authorities, but we cannot prohibit them, federal law enforcement, from coming into our state to conduct raids or do anything else like that. Meanwhile, I think it would be very difficult for them to just spread out across the country. They don't have enough manpower within the Department of Homeland Security in order.
Really? Oh, y'all, check this out. He's like, oh, they won't have enough manpower. Watch how many Chicago will start to volunteer. When they put it out there, if and when they put it out there, that there's going to be temporary jobs for you to get this fast track training, and your job is going to consist of helping the federal government go and round up individuals where you process them, Da 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 da. Watch how many people jump on board with this and how much they're going to be paying them to do this. Watch how many Americans are going to jump on board to get paid to do this. So while he's trying to throw this out there, they're not going to have enough manpower to do this. This is the same governor, Governor Pritzker, who's speaking right now. This is the same governor that was allowing illegals and undocumented migrants to become police officers to potentially arrest you Americans. What? You heard that right. Don't believe me. Don't believe me, ladies and gentlemen. You can go and research it right now. Here in Illinois, they were trying to deputize illegals, undocumented migrants, to allow them to become police officers. And he has the nerve to talk about, well, they can say that all they want, but they're not going to have enough people to even come in here and, yes, we will. Long as there's time, yes, we will. You will see. Because you want to know why? People are getting tired of the cities being overrun. People in America, based off of how you've seen how red America was hemorrhaging red. It was hemorrhaging red. Based on how red America was, you see that the American people are saying they do not want this nonsense. So, jobs will be created in a temporary form to jump on board to work with the federal government for the deportation of the mass deportation, whatever you want to call it. Watch how many new bus drivers going to appear. Watch how many new security people that got their own security people, individuals got their own security companies who will say, yeah, you can pay my security company to help y'all round them up, process them, send them on their merry little way. That money is going to be going back into America. So just think about that. Look how many jobs will be created out of that. If you are not here legally, you are going to be going. Is it getting a little too dark for you guys? Because I'm going to turn this back light on. Give me a second. There we go. There we go. So, I mean, I guess it looks a little brighter to me. All right, so let me let y'all listen to the rest of this again, okay?
To carry that out. So,
y'all want to see the screen? Would you guys rather see the screen? Here, I'll show you guys the screen.
look, I'm going to do everything that I can to protect our undocumented immigrants. They're residents of our state.
Look at that. Look when. Let me read this super chat. Big Wave Dave says, look at the House votes. Despite the how the presidential went, it's a ton of red. Facts.
And I also obviously need to make sure that whatever they're doing in our state, the federal government, that it is actually with immigrants. They're residents of our state.
No, they are not residents. They are not residents. They are burdens.
Also, obviously, need to make sure that whatever they're doing in our state, the federal government, that it is actually within federal law or state law for them to do it.
Is there, I mean, in the state of Illinois, is there federal property that a Trump administration could simply say, we don't care what you say and what your laws say, Governor Pritzker, we're going to use that federal property to build internment camps in your state?
As far as I'm concerned, there is nothing like that in the state of Illinois. What I mean to say is that when we had the problem of the very inhumane shipping of migrants from the state of Texas to Illinois, I, of course, went to the federal government and said, well, we need a place to put them because we may run out of places. Can you provide us with locations that the federal government may own that we could use? And there really isn't anything like it. So,
hey. Oh man, hey, if there are some Chicagoans in here, Jesus. Okay, there we go. Lighten up. If there are some Chicagoans in here, did you hear what he said? Oh, there's not many places. We don't have many places. We don't, bruh, you know how many abandoned buildings Even brand new looking buildings. Even like they built plazas that are like nobody. It's like you're trying to figure out, is that going to be like a new mall? Is that going to be like a new this? Are they just building this stuff for the heck of it? There are places. It's amazing that he's saying this right now, because guys, there are spaces, office spaces for rent in all these different places. Remember they were all crowded in the Lambert Airport? They can go back there and wait. Y'all can think I'm rude. That's completely fine. Hey, you got a right to your opinion. Melissa Mayleys with the $2 super chat. God bless you for that, and thank you very much for that. Here's the thing. Where are they now? Where are they now? Where are the illegals right now? For him to say, we don't know where they're going to put them. We don't own a bus. Y'all, look at here. This is what some of y'all don't understand. Do you know what we did? Do you know what we did to people? Let me stop. No, scratch that. I'm not even going to say that. Let me just tell y'all this. Do you know what those people went through to get over that border illegally? Do you know what they went through? Some of them were even flown in. But do you know what they went through? The hell and craziness that they went to cross the border, risking their lives. As Americans, us feeding them, putting them on a nice warm bus, or a nice, depending on what time of the year they leave, us putting them on a nice warm bus or a nice cool bus, we're doing them a favor. At least we're not telling them, hey, no, y'all got to, no, we getting y'all out of here, plain and simple. We could have just said y'all got to walk back, but we're not doing. At least we giving y'all a ride. It's all love from me, says Melissa Mayleys. I think I might be saying that right. Appreciate that, sis. I really do appreciate that. So that's what I'm saying. Some of y'all are going to be easily deceived by this because you think this is going to be like such a horrible, terrible thing. No, it's not. You listen to me, my young men. Now, I have nothing against. Look, ladies. I have nothing against women I have nothing against women at all. But I am particularly saying this to my young men. You are going to be a father one day, and I will hope that your number one job is going to be to protect your wife, protect your children. And that's from any and everybody. And when you get old like I am, older like I am, that even includes your own family, brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers. When you become a husband, your number one job is to protect your family, your wife, your children. Nobody is to disrupt that kingdom that you've established. Not your mom, not your dad, not your uncle, not your cousins, not your friends, not the government. Nobody is to disrupt that kingdom that you've established. So the reason why I say that is this. If I came to you with a sad, sobbing, emotional story of some people, your neighbors are struggling, and if you are struggling yourself, why would you try to help your neighbor? It's not that you don't empathize with your neighbor. It's not that you don't feel sorry for your neighbor. But what you have to do is logically see through the fact that you have to take care of your family before you try to take care of anybody else. You have to make sure that your family is not just stable. You have to make sure that they're more, dang, I'm going black. You have to make sure that they're more than stable. You have to make sure that they are super, super, super well taken care of before you go and try to help anybody else. So what am I saying that for? It's so easy to understand that some of you guys just try to make it hard. You take care of America first. I don't care what they tell you. I do not care what they tell you. You take care of America first. And then I'll raise you another one. They're trying to get you to sympathize with people who are doing criminal activity. Are you understanding me? I call it a phrase I use called sympathy for the devil. They're trying to get you to sympathize for people who have no rhyme or reason being here illegally, period. I don't care if they got little babies and they're, oh my God, but if I go back, I'm not going to be able to feed my child. You never should have came here illegally. I will be praying for you. I hope the best for you. But me being an American, being here in these states, I have to take care of our family first. Our veterans, our homeless people, our mentally ill people out there, just being overlooked, overshadowed. Look what don't forget what they did, American brothers and sisters. Don't forget what they did. They kicked out our veterans who fought for our freedom, who fought for this country, who literally did what I told y'all the equivalence of what a father should do, protecting their own. They get kicked out of hotels so that the illegals can go and stay in the hotels. They kicked out our veterans so that these people who don't even belong here, who crossed over illegally, they put them in hotels while kicking out our veterans and then gave them money vouchers. And we got homeless veterans. Oh my God. You can say what you want to. Big Wave Dave said, Ty, that is correct. Appreciate that. We got people out there right now who are being completely overlooked. We have, oh God, y'all, I cannot tell y'all the amount of stories that I got up here in Chicago, the amount of stories that I got of people telling me, I couldn't even get this. I couldn't even get that. We begged them for it. They wouldn't even get this. I got a decent job, but I'm barely able to. I know men right now to tell me they go to like food pantries. These are working men. They're going to food pantries because they got to pay the rent, electric, and all this and that and the third, and they're struggling. And they got to go to food pantries. They say, I got all my bills paid. I got my water paid. I got this paid. The apartments cost this much, whatever, man. But I still find myself having to go to churches or food banks. That's sad. That's where we are. But yet at the same time, our state is telling them here in Illinois, they don't qualify to get no cash assistance. They don't qualify to get no food stamp assistance. But if you are an illegal and you're undocumented, here you go. There you go. Here you go. That is absolutely ridiculous. Make sure you guys are hitting that thumbs up button for me right now if you don't mind. Hit that thumbs up button for me right now. And I'm gonna let you guys all know something. If you're in here and you're trolling and you're deliberately trolling, I'm all about freedom of speech. It doesn't bother me. But YouTube will start to flag you because YouTube will look at it as if you're being hateful. They're gonna say you're doing hateful speech, all this and that. And the thing is, my moderators are going to hide your comment if you're doing things like that. And the reason why is because YouTube will give me a community strike for allowing individuals to come in here and spew what they call hate speech. Like I told you, I don't care. It don't bother me. You can call me what you want to. Trust me when I tell you, it's not gonna bother me. But that's YouTube's policy. So if you see that your comment is not making it and you don't see your comment, that has nothing to do with me. It has everything to do with YouTube. And I'm not about to get no community strike because of that. That's YouTube's policy. Just to let y'all know. I find that hard to believe. Here, giving them that you're being ridiculous. You sound like, oh, here you go. That's the best you can do. Okay, look. Guest X says, I find that hard to believe. Here's a thumbs up, baby. You honestly think that they are giving them that you're being ridiculous. You sound like a lot of other Republicans. I'm not a Republican. Nice try, though. Nice try. No, I don't sound like a Republican. I sound like a person that actually is involved in my community. That's what I sound like. I sound like a person that works directly with individuals. So this whole thing, what you're doing right now, it's not going to work. You probably a paid troll. That's what you probably are, plain and simple. But it's okay. Y'all lost. You lost. So you can do it. I find it hard to believe. Big Wave Dave says, King James Key told you I'm everywhere. I keep that energy everywhere. King James Key told you I'm everywhere. I keep that energy. I don't know what you're talking about there, friend. Yeah, Wendy, the ones that you see that are obviously trolling, go ahead and hide them from the channel, period. So anyway, folks, this is what I'm saying. Right now, I'm loving the fact that we are at a point where things are starting to turn around because all of a sudden, they're starting to put the hammer down on trans surgeries. All of a sudden, the caravans that were coming to the border, they're turning around. All of a sudden, Mayor Adams Mayor Adams of New York, all of a sudden, he taking away the food voucher program and everything like that. Come on now, y'all, you know what's about to happen. You know what is about to happen. What's going on, Said, bro? It's going good here. Good to see you, friend. Hey, Said, bro, when I'm back in my studio area, man, and I go live like this again or something like that, got to have you back on the show, man. I like having you on there. You and my other guy. Got to have y'all back on here, man. I love this. I get this question too, and I'm going to keep it real. Lean Dartho said, where are the black people in Trump's cabinet? It's white as snow. So? And? You know where those black people are? Doing their jobs where they were before, being congressmen. What's your point? Vivek Ramaswamy is not white as snow. Tulsi Gabbard is not white as snow. So, what's your point? Oh, I know what it is. You want them to do what the Biden administration did, huh? You want them to just hire people and put them in positions based off the skin color, huh? Not based off of their qualifications, who's going to be best fit for those positions, huh? Oh, sorry. They're not doing that. They're not about DEI. In fact, they're going to be getting rid of DEI. Yeah. Nice try. Big Wave says, King said I'm everywhere. I'm talking about a person on a different channel that found me in the wild live chats. Oh, okay. I got you. Appreciate you for clearing it up for me. Appreciate you for clearing it up. Yeah, buddy. See, yeah, I told y'all. Look, this is what I love about this. Those individuals that are in here right now trying to spew that dumb nonsense. Did you not see the election? Those of you who are, oh, well, look how many black people Trump chose. White Americans, black Americans, Asian Americans, we're not falling for that bull crap no more. Look where DEI has gotten us. Look, we're trying to put black people in all these positions. Look where it's gotten us. Huh? Look what Black Lives Matter did to you black Negroes. Look what they did. Tell me what they did. What they do to you? What they give you? What did Black Lives Matter give you? What I love about this is that most of us in here right now, my American brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, look what we've done. These swamp creatures are just like freaking fish out of a pond. They flip-flopping around just trying to gasp for every little bit of attention they can get. Please pay attention to us. It's happening, guys. Please. And Americans are like, nope, we're not falling for that dumb stuff again. We're moving on. It's racist. We're moving on. It's bigoted. We're moving on. It's misogynistic. We're moving on. Nobody's falling for that stuff again. Boy who cried wolf or girl who cried wolf. Looney Tune to cry wolf. Left-leaning lunatic crying wolf. We're not falling for it anymore. Oh, I thought Trump wasn't racist. He hasn't put any black people up there. Nobody's falling for that dumb stuff. We're moving on. Get ready for all that dumb stuff to be out of our school systems. Yes, I'm loving it. Oh, if he getting rid of the Department of Education, let's go. Look back in the 1980s when the Department of Education first started and see what type of progress they made since then. We have become dumber. Nobody's falling for it. I don't care if Trump chose the most white, powderest people in his cabinet. If those people are doing right by all Americans, including your black ashy Negro butt, it's gonna be for the betterment of you too. If Trump put all black people in his cabinet, and it will be for the betterment of America, it's going to include your white powdery butt too as an American. You see how that goes? This is what I'm saying. You have to understand something. We're done. Trolls, you snow cone color hair, social justice warrior, jellyback, sissified, entitled freaks. America is done. Did you not see that map? Lit up completely red. 80s. I was wrong. I said, to me, I thought it felt like it was 80% all red. The United States, 80% red. It was 86%, like 86.4% all red. That tells you something. All that minority bull crap y'all were trying to push and do did not work. I cannot wait for Trump to get that dumb DEI nonsense out. Now, I'm not going to sit here and lie. There are some people that I completely work close with. They did get on as DEI. I know current individuals right now, they are head of DEI. They got good hearts. Their intentions mean well. But the overall foundation of what DEI is all about is on wrong foundations, period. Plain and simple. You would never want to have someone who is in a position because of their skin color and not because of their skill, period. I love this. I absolutely love it, because people are going to hate that nobody's going to care about what they're crying about anymore. Y'all, they're not going to be able to withstand. They won't be able to withstand the fact that they're going to be going, look, and everybody going to be like, yeah, whatever. But guys, y'all don't understand. This is happening. Yeah, whatever. But no, please. We tried that, did that, not working. We're moving on. Anyway, let me see if there's some more to this interview right here, and I'll go ahead and show you guys it. Okay, so hang tight. Let's see what else.
So you can imagine in a situation of, detainment and mass deportation would be, there isn't anything that exists like that.
Let me go through this. These are 15 states that have Democratic trifectas, meaning Democrats control both houses of the legislature as well as the governorship. And Illinois ranks 4th on that list after California, New York, and New Jersey. Illinois has about 400,000 known undocumented people. And the economic...
Look how she didn't want to say immigrants. Look how she didn't want to say illegal aliens. People.
Impact of trying to force the removal of those people. 30% of 1,000 know.
Pay attention, my young mentees, pay attention to the words that she is using. I told y'all, this is when you put projection in there. This is where you insert things in there to make things seem harsh. Listen to this.
Undocumented people, and the economic impact of trying to force the removal of those people.
There won't be no forcing. There won't be no forcing. It's just going to be simple as removing them. See what I'm saying? Listen to the word that she's trying to throw in there. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you guys hit that like button for me, if you would, please. Even you trolls that are in here, y'all have the ability to click that thumbs up button as well.
30% of construction trades, such as plasterers, roofers, and painters, are alleged to be undocumented.
So
28% of graders and sorters of agricultural products, 25% of housekeeping cleaners. We could go on.
That is horrible. Oh, no. Oh, do y'all even understand how racist that? Y'all, I know some of y'all not gonna get it. Can you imagine? If they said 30% of black people work at Walmart, 28% of black people work at McDonald's and other fast food chains, and then 25% of them are state granted babysitters? Can you imagine that outrage it would be? They pretty much saying, who's going to do the construction and roofing and painting? Who, as if we Americans aren't capable. See, that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. You have to be able to see through what they are saying right now. We have some very crooked people. Okay, those jobs that she just got done naming off, right? Follow me. Construction trades, such as roofers and painters. Are we Americans not capable enough? Are we not capable of doing that? Because we very well are. Now, if you go, which a lot of y'all don't like to do this, if you go and look into the specifics of these occupations, you will find that a lot of these people who are undocumented, illegal, they are not being paid anything. And to me, in my opinion, the crooked managers, site managers, general managers who are hiring them to work for that sucky, crazy wage are getting over on people just to fill their pockets with what's the word? The word is simple. The word is greed. It's flat out greed. Big Wave David again with the $10 super chat says, I will tell you right now, when the Brazilians get deported, that is a lot of the house cleaners. Ex-wife is Brazilian and what she does, as well as a lot of her friends. That's completely fine. Those I promise y'all, those positions will be filled. They will be filled. He said, I'll tell you right now, when the Brazilians get deported, that is a lot of house cleaners. Y'all said that's terrible. Y'all, Big Way Dave, I get what you're saying, but I'm saying listen to how it sounds though. You know how, guys, let's keep it real. There's this thing out there people like to say a lot of times when they want to be offensive to black people. They say, go back to Africa. Now, what if somebody said this? Guys, okay, I'll give it to y'all right now. What if I was to say this? This is going to come out wrong no matter what. This is going to come out wrong. What if I was to say, if all black people left, then who's going to work at Walmart? Who going to work at McDonald's? Huh? Who going to work at Burger King? Who going to work at the gas stations? Who going to work at the corner stores? Huh? 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 What y'all going to do about that? Would you find that to be offensive? I mean, that's horrible because it makes it seem like that's all they're good for. So I get what y'all saying. I get the sentiment, but at the same time, folks, those jobs will be filled, I promise. Big Wave Dave says, I have a kid with her and it sucks for our child, but she made wrong choices. That's it. And the thing is, Big Wave Dave, if she's illegal and you have a child, your child gets to stay, right? But at the same time, that will be a way of actually, that's a good lesson to be learned there. Now, I'm pretty sure you can work on trying to get her legalized and everything like that. I get it. Man, this light is killing me. I don't know why it's going in and out, making me dark and everything, but I'll tell you what I'm gonna do here. Let me do something here. That might be a little better. But anyway, that'll be a teachable moment for your child to know, like, reason why mommy is not here because mommy did something. I mean, it's nothing wrong with telling the truth, right? Tell the truth. Mommy was not supposed to be here and she did something wrong. We're gonna do our best to get mommy here. That's what I'm saying. That's all. So anyway, folks, let me play some more of this video right here, and we're going to continue on, and I'll finish this thing up so I don't hold y'all too long. Okay?
It would cost your state a great deal of money, and it would cost your economy, I would assume, a lot if these workers were ripped out of Illinois, no?
See the wording? She went from saying force. They're going to come in and force. And then she's going to say, oh, they're going to be ripped. See how they're trying to pull on the heartstrings, folks? That's what I'm talking about. Who cares? Oh, well. Oh, well. Big Wave Dave with the five. Hey, Big Wave Dave, you want to get my Cash App or something. You pushing out this money like that. I'd rather have you Cash App me that. That way I can get it because YouTube taking half of that. So, no, he said no. He said no, that she cheated on me and left for another Brazilian. Wow. And you have a child. I hope the child is with you. Commercial, folks.
Hi.
So again, did y'all just hit that thumbs up, ladies and gentlemen? I really appreciate it if you guys would do that. Let's see. Where we at?
That's true. And again, as I said earlier, many of these folks are working today.
Okay, and
they are paying
Well,
taxes.
all of these are working. Everyone that I just mentioned are working, right?
That's right. And so they're paying taxes and not getting any benefits from it. So frankly, the
why would they? Why would they get benefits? Who cares? They shouldn't be working at all.
taxes that are getting paid are.
I don't see a thumbs up option, really. Big Wave Dave says it's going to be 50-50 until she is removed. Oh, wow. I hope the child gets to stay with you, Big Wave. I really do.
Of, great interest, you can imagine, to the country and to the state of Illinois. But look, I think it's important for us to recognize here that what the federal government is looking to do at this point looks like it may be unconstitutional. Now, we will see. We've got attorneys general that are working on these kinds of issues within the courts, but we governors need to share ideas across state lines. We have a trust act, for example. There are other states that.
One thing y'all not going to see them mention on here is the sex trafficking. That's one thing y'all will not hear them talk about on here is the sex trafficking, because, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, America is one of the biggest consumers of human trafficking and sex trafficking. See, y'all think it's all about, oh, workers. No, it's about what some of these disgusting politicians, some of these disgusting people that have these state jobs are all involved in. And I say all, I'm not talking about every last one of them, but there are politicians who are heavily involved in sex trafficking. There are police officers, there are judges, there are teachers that are heavily involved and the trafficking of humans, and particularly sex trafficking. They don't want to talk about that though.
Don't. You talked about 15 states that have trifectas. Don't forget that the governors in other states that don't have a trifecta still have executive orders that they can carry out.
Sure.
And that is very valuable. And being able to share these ideas between one state and another, I think, is a hugely beneficial thing in this moment. Now, I also want to say, we're going to work with the Trump administration on other issues. I'm sure there are things we might be able to work together on.
Name them. Name them.
But the fact is that this governors organization that we put together is intended to allow us to get the best ideas, not just from each other, but from outside organizations, to make sure we're addressing the most serious violations that we think might be coming from the federal government.
I just want to know for our audience that mass deportation will cost more than building 40,450 new elementary schools and communities around.
Mass deportation would cost more than building over 40,000. Who cares? Constructing over 2.9 million new homes. Who cares? Funding the Head Start program for nearly 79 years. Who cares? Buying a brand new car. Who freaking cares what mass deportation would cost more than right now? Because guess what? Protecting our American brothers and sisters is far more important than some goddamn on money. Okay? That's the see what I'm saying? It's amazing, ladies and gentlemen. This is why my young mentees, this is what I be telling you guys about. Isn't it amazing that they're only one of their main reasons why they don't want this to happen is because what it's gonna do money wise. What about Lake and Raleigh? Is Lake and Raleigh worth all those things right there? Mass deportation will cost more than 40,000 buildings. That's just money. That's it. Mass deportation will cost more than construction over 2.9 million new homes. So what? Our American brothers and sisters are protected. Funding the Head Start program for nearly 79 years of mass deportation will cost more than that. So what? Our American brothers and sisters are protected. They're safe. They feel comfortable. No goddamn on money. Oh, mass deportation will cost more than a brand new car. So what? What is that supposed to mean? What the freaking heck is that supposed to mean? Who cares? Who cares? What about how much it costs to fly them over in our country? What about how much it costs collectively for them to come over here and they're being bussed here, bussed there? What about how much it's costing us American taxpayers right now for them to stay in these places for free, giving them food stamps, giving them money vouchers? What about how much it's costing us, taxpayers? And you worried about what it would cost, not about what it is costing. Young mentees, that's the reason why Mr. Tide thinks like he do. Because I see through the bull crap. I see what they're trying to do here. We are not, I told you, as a father, and some of you guys may not agree with this, and that's completely fine. I never once in my entire life as being a father, I've never once ever felt bad about disciplining my sons. I never once felt bad about disciplining my mentors. Not once, not one time. Because I'm looking at the overall well-being of them. And if it calls for them not to feel good and feel uncomfortable for the protection that I'm providing, for looking out for them in their lives, then I'm going to do that because I know that they can't understand it right now. So like right now, there are individuals out here in America right now that you can't even fathom seeing the logic behind all this. You can't even understand that they're trying to do nothing more than play these psychological psyop games on you guys to get you all emotionally involved so you can feel bad and want to cry. Big Wave Dave says, honestly, our dollars are costing more. Let's worry more about what government is spending our money on. It's not theirs. Again, Ty, make me a mod. I gotta get to know you a little bit more, Big Wave Dave. I really do. Because my mods that's been with me right now, I personally know them. Like, if you get my drift, they know what I'm about. They know a lot about me. These people, I personally know them. So I get you though. I'll have to know you a little bit more though. I'm just keeping it real with you. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Look what it's costing us Americans right now. And you worried about what it will cost. Bull crap. Anyway, I'm gonna finish this thing up, guys. Big Wave Dave, I appreciate everything you've been doing for the channel tonight, sir. I really do.
Around the country, more than 2.9 million new homes in communities, funding the Head Start program for nearly 79 years, buying a brand new car for 20.4 million people. So it is an expensive proposition. And I guess the last question I'll ask is, you mentioned potential litigation. Do you have confidence in the United States Supreme Court that they would push back on or overrule a Trump administration, given that John Roberts has already ruled that Donald Trump would have unlimited powers?
I hope one day they bring about a law that if you deliberately and intentionally lie on the news, making up lies like she just did, that they can get sued. I hope Trump comes back and sue her.
I don't have full confidence in that, but I must say that, I'm hopeful. We don't know how they will react to some of these policies that have never been seen before.
Because we never had this amount of migrants pour into our goddamn own country like Joe Biden and Kamala Harris allowed them to. So of course you're not going to see nothing like this before. We never seen nothing like these amount of migrants coming in here. And yes, you did kind of seen a glimpse of this as Barack Obama. Who had the largest, right now on record, Barack Obama has the largest mass deportation of every last president. So quit acting stupid like, we never seen nothing like this, but we won't have bull crap.
In the United States. So, I'm hopeful, but I'm not sure I could count on it.
Yeah.
The attorneys general are going to be dealing with the courts. The governors here, we have the ability to enforce the law, to make sure that we're passing laws and putting them in place, and executive orders. And those things we are working very hard on right now.
Yeah, my only challenge to you, sir, would be that it has happened in the United States before when Japanese Americans were interned under the Roosevelt administration. So I think the fears of a lot of people are that they could simply use the same laws.
Bullcrap. Nobody's going to do that. Oh my God. How is it that you guys don't see that they do this whole fear mongering bullcrap? Trump gonna round up people. It's gonna be like blah blah blah. We have seen it. Okay, yeah. Just like they go keep on talking like that. Next thing you know, she's gonna be pushing out there. They're gonna try to bring back slavery. Oh, I forgot they already did that.
I'm talking about the breadth of the problem that I think we're facing has never been seen before. You're right about mass deportations or about internment. I'm simply pointing out that the number of areas that we will be under attack around is, a plethora that we've never seen before.
So?
Well, we are glad to see that governors are stepping up to try to protect people. Governor J.B., it has happened in the United States before when Japanese Americans were interned under the Roosevelt administration. So I think the fears of a lot of people.
That has nothing to do with Trump. Y'all follow me? I don't care what Roosevelt did. I don't care what Clinton did. That has nothing to do with Trump.
That they could simply use the same laws.
I'm talking about the breadth of the problem that I think we're facing has never been seen before. You're right about mass deportations or about internment. I'm simply pointing out that the number of areas that we will be under attack around is, a plethora that we've never seen before.
Well, we are glad to see.
Ladies and gentlemen, and I'm telling y'all right now, and I'm going to keep on saying it. I said it before and I'll say it again. The reason why we haven't seen this plethora of what's getting ready to happen is because we never had that plethora amount of people who was able to so easily come into our country without being checked, flown into our country. Somebody's falling for that bull crap. You never should have let it happen. Said bro with the $10 super chat, God bless you for that, says these lefties agree with the sending Ukraine, okay, sending Ukraine $180 billion to save their people. We've lost more than 100,000 Americans to drugs coming over the border, which is too many. That's 100% fact, said bro. Exactly. See, it's amazing that they got us to, it's amazing that the media and people like Joy Reid have gotten our own American brothers and sisters to care more about everybody else than their own brothers and sisters. Do y'all understand how diabolical that is? Do you understand how evil that is? They got you to care more about other people than your own family. But why is that so easy? Because they was able to do a psychological psyops on you during the Fauci, ouchie, hokey pokey clot shot era. That's why. And you know what? I'm gonna throw some shots right now. With RFK Jr. coming in, is gonna be the HH. Wouldn't it be funny if let me stop. I'm doing my own little trolling right now. Have y'all ever seen Illinois Governor Blagojevich? Jesus Christ, no. Have y'all ever seen Illinois Governor Pritzker? That is a morbid, obese man. So what if RFK said, in order for you to be a governor, you got to be well within your BMI or something? You gotta. The American people deserve a healthy governor who we know at any moment won't have a heart attack or have a stroke or have an embolism because of clots. No, let me stop. Big Wave Dave says, sorry, I don't mean to promote other channels, but all Americans need all information they can get. I'm not one of those people that's like that. I'm not one of those people like, hey, don't come on my channel promoting other people's channel. I encourage my subscribers to subscribe to other people, check out other information, because my subscribers will report back to me and be like, hey, Todd, I seen this on this channel. This will be something good for you to talk about. So I'm not one of those people. I don't have like that type of thing. And I think, honestly, that's one of the issues I do see with some channels. They don't like other people talking about other channels on their channel, which I don't get. I say spread the wealth, spread the love, spread the info. I do not care. I'm definitely not one of those people. So Big Dave Wave, don't worry about that on here. If there's something on this channel that you know or anybody think that my subscribers or anybody watching would benefit from, I'm all for encouraging them to do that. I didn't read your other chats. Hold on, let me do something here, Big Wave. I told you, Big Wave, you could be sending that to my Cash App, man. YouTube getting half of everything you sent me. Jesus Christ, I'm not complaining though. All right, let me check you out, Big David. Let me check it out. I'm gonna read almost, okay. You told me about, okay, I read the one with the kid. It's going to be 50-50. I read that. Tired, I see, honestly, our dollars. I read that one. I read that. Hey, Big Dave, I read that one off when you said watch SET and Key, you would get to know me. I read that one off. Oh, I didn't read off Piper Boy Williams. You said Piper Boy Williams, or did I? Sorry, I don't mean to promote other channels. You didn't read my other chats though. Yeah, I read them, Dave. You're going to hit that rewind button. But no, I do appreciate it, though. I'm giving y'all a hard time on that. I do appreciate it, though. Coach Lamont says, salute to the MAGA crew. Why am I so nice? I don't know if you're talking to me or not. So anyway, folks, I appreciate you guys all being in here, hanging out, hearing me rant on this. And I'm getting some text from my wife saying that these people are waiting. So I told y'all up here by Wambasi, we had a 2-night event and it's going to end tonight. So there's people that want to talk to me, people that want to get information. We're going to be doing some networking and all that good stuff. So yeah, appreciate y'all. Coach Lamont, appreciate that. Kimmy Joe says, I really hope RFK stops the sale of lab meat. Man, I hope he stops. Man, the fact that RFK is getting, that's going to be for another video. You're going to get me talking again. I got to go talk to these people, y'all. The fact that he's talking about going after the dyes, the stuff that they, it rhymes with sing. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The fact that he's going after a lot of that stuff, I'm all for that. I'm all for the full organic, non-GMO, no dyes, no crazy preservatives that you can't pronounce. I'm all for it. Like, guys, I can't even tell y'all the last time I ate anything out of a can. I'm telling y'all right now, I'm local with my local butchers, local meat people. I got friends that got their farm. I get my eggs and things from them. I'm telling y'all, I'm one of those people. But I'm not gonna sit here and lie and act like I don't eat bad. I'm not gonna lie about that. If I can get anything that's gonna be closest to organic, things like Shake Shack, things like that, I usually just get the burgers from there. I don't do the fries. I do my own potatoes, and I'm just one of those people. But I eat 80% good, 20% bad. So anyway, all the high fructose corn syrup, the fructose corn syrup, all that stuff. I mean, it was a time where the stuff just said sugar. If you go back into the 80s, we didn't have these issues that they have right now. Guys, they lied to us. I'm going to do a full video on health like I used to back when I first started my channel. I broke down what butter is and what it does and everything like that, how your brain needs cholesterol and all this. I broke a lot of stuff down for people because all the other stuff they were telling us to do with that little pyramid, that's exactly why. If you notice that, if Americans started following that pyramid, it seemed like we got sicker. The eggs, the butter, the fat, and all that, All good, but that's for another video. That's for another video, because I'm telling you right now, your boy been eating like that all this time. I have not. I eat butter. I use tons of butter. I eat bacon, fat meat, greasy steaks, the whole nine. I don't have no high blood pressure, no high cholesterol, no clotted arteries or anything like that. But go back to the people that were using margarine. And see, y'all got me talking about it. I'm supposed to be getting ready to go meet these people. Guys, make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button before y'all get out of here. Double tap that screen if you haven't done it yet. I will be talking about this one day, folks, because if RFK is going to be rolling it out and talking about it when he starts to do his thing, that means I'm going to be talking about it as well. I cannot wait for us to be done with the WHO, done with the CDC, done with the FBI, done with the CIA, done with the, I don't care, FAA, I don't care. When we get done with these crazy things and YouTube can stop penalizing us because I'm saying something against the WHO, I cannot wait for that to happen. Anyway, folks, like I say in all my videos, I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, and I hope and pray that every last one of you guys have food, shelter, and clothing. And most of all, I pray every last one of you guys in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.